Hello everyone, this is Ellington, and welcome back. Now before we get it down to business in this whole, battlefield thing, I just want to take a second to, to thank all of you. We, in the past month and a half, have just grown exponentially to the point, right now we're sitting at 1,356 subscribers. A month and a half ago, I wasn't even at 500 subscribers. So just that amount of growth has just been fantastic, and I want to thank you guys so much for that. I can't do this without you guys. So you guys coming in, watching these videos, and supporting me has just been fantastic, and I truly appreciate it. And today, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys, we've got a 4 versus 4 on the settlement of Tur. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the attackers. So for the attackers, first off, we have Rome. Holy crap, we've got Rome. How often do we actually see Rome? Psst, we saw Rome in the last video. But anyways, you know what? This one is being commanded by Mexi, and he's got looks like a lot of veteran legionaries, some Hastati, a lot of veteran legionaries, holy crap. Some more Hastati over this way, and I believe he has more stuff hidden in this forest right here. Then, someone we can't see a whole lot of is Macedon. Macedon's being commanded by Viking Doomer. So right here, we have, I believe, 3 units of Royal Peltis here. Then right next to him, we have got Seleucid, and Seleucid's being commanded by Saturate, and he has got some Hillmen on his towers. He's got a Greek Giant Ballista back here, and a Gimacav Gen, and Thorax Swords. Once again, I believe he's got more units hidden in these forests there. Then finally, for the attackers, we have got Carthage being commanded by B-Man. And got a Carthaginian Ballista, Mercenary Samnite Warriors, some Carthaginian Cav, more Mastodon over here, Thracian Warriors it looks like. His Gen is a General's Bodyguard, got some Scutari, Libyan Infantry, Samnites, Cretan Archers, more Carthaginian Cav, Libyan Infantry. Doesn't look like he brought any nobles. Interesting. But that is it for the attackers, and for the defenders, first off, right here we have got Galatia being commanded by Pedro, and he has got a lot of Galatian swords, Galatian legionaries, Syrian archers, more Galatian legionaries up here, and then his general, where's his general? It's back here. He is a noble horse. Now, next to him, we have got Nabatea being commanded by myself. And I have got some Nabatean Axe Warriors. I think it's like 4 or 5 of them. Some Noble Swordsmen. Just a couple for the Inspire. Or whatever that ability is called that they've got. Sorry. Nabatean Heavy Archers, 4 of those. Rakim Palace Guards, and then a couple Armored Desert Hoplites. Back this way, I've got 2 Desert Heavy Lancers. My Nabatean Noble Cav. Noble Horse from Galatia, and the Horse Skirmisher from Galatia. Then we have got Masacely being commanded by Vlad, or Russian Eagle. He has got a lot of spears here. Desert Vigiles, Armored Numidian Spears, Desert Legionaries here, then some Slave Infantry. He's got his Heavy Numidian Skirmishers here, some Desert Cohort, and a Numidian Noble Infantry General. Then finally, for the defenders, we have got Kush, and Kush is being commanded by Not So Royal, and he has got Armored Shotel Warriors, Kushite Archers. Did he only bring the rest of his archers here? Looks like he brought all Kushite Archers. Some Shotels, and then Kushite Slave Infantry. And that is it for the players and armies, and without further ado, let's go ahead and kick this one off. All right, so it's pretty much going to start here with a should start here with a bombardment phase, I believe. With the deer running around, they're like, "Please don't kill us. Let us go." And so, all right, so now we got artillery firing from us. As you can see, Myself and Pedro have taken out 2. I believe Pedro takes out 3 of these by himself. And I am trying to get the other angle on them from over here. There's another one right there. Oh, right over it. We're just trying to get rid of this Carthaginian ballista. Pedro doesn't have quite an angle on him. I might be able to get into him. Yeah, one little short, one little high. Oh, nice hit, and it's on fire. We got it. All right, so the Carthaginian giant ballista is gone. And now you can see getting some shots into the Cretan archers behind it. Now, the funny thing, if you don't know this crew is not out of commission. Seleucid over here has a Greek giant ballista sitting right there. Once the Seleucid ballista is out of ammo, you can take your crew over here and put it on this ballista. You can have Seleucid drop his ballista and you would be able to attach your crew to it. Your crew is what carries the ammunition. So as long as the crew has a ballista to shoot, it has ammunition. Well, I mean, it runs out of ammo, but losing the ballista does not mean you lose your ammo. Now, it can only be like equipment, ballista to ballista, stuff like that. You know, a ballista crew can't go take over an onager. Still got ammo shooting towards the back here, trying to get into some troops. Samnite Warriors took a couple casualties. Saw I was going for his cavalry, and he said, nope. Now, he might know, I can't remember, he might know about the thing with the crew, so that might be why he's coming over this way. It actually surprised me how few people don't know about that. All right, now on the other side, we've got Rome pushing up here. So as you can see, Rome has pushed its towers up quite a bit, actually. Looks like Kush is going for a tower back this way. A big good target there on the Galatian Legionaries. Nice shot. 78 kills on the ballista there for Kush. Now over here, as you could see, so Pedro is using his skirmishers to scout out, try and, you know, make sure there's nothing sitting here waiting for us. But his cavalry is seen, so... But this has not been, so we were trying to hold on to it a little bit and, you know, hopefully make them think that, you know, this might be the only cavalry that's outside. There we go. Now we got more troops showing up. Some cavalry here from, looks like a Gema cavalry from Seleucid. Seleucid's got his hillman towers up here. Rome pushing up a little bit further. Unfortunately, we realized that on this hill back here, the chariots for Kush are actually visible. So it kind of gave away that surprise. Like giving away a birthday surprise. It's no fun, you know what I mean? Now the horse skirmisher's trying to get to, you know, he's trying to get some kills in on him. But it looks like he hasn't quite gotten any yet. He's, you know, Carthage is doing a good job at kind of getting his cav out of the way there. Now our cavalry is all kind of sitting on top of the hill here. Now because of the cav presence over here, we actually, I believe, decide to go a different direction with this. Yeah, the attackers are really just kind of taking their time getting up to the walls here. Tower's up 15% fire damage. This one's not quite anything yet. 12%, 11%, 12%, 1, 3, 33% on that one. And then this one with 26. So some pretty good fire damage going on. Something you always got to be careful with those towers is You know, you can't be too slow with them once they're in range of the arrow towers. Those flame arrows will start making them catch on fire. And there comes the artillery. They are going to basically try and bust down a wall here and then set towers on either side. Not only as they're, as they're hitting these walls, some of those targets go over and shoot into the Masacely units here. 28 damage now on the wall. No, that one didn't count. Ooh. 35. I think they're basically waiting to get a breach into the settlement before they start landing. They don't want to have only one way into the settlement. 43, 50. Now we got a Carthaginian unit coming up. I think it's going to come up here. Basically shut that up right there. Get rid of the Galatian ballista. But Galatia is using his ballista to get into some of the Carthaginian units back here. Gallic warriors. Looks like they're trying to hide some of them. Unfortunately, I believe mine was out of ammo by this point. Galatian swords coming over this way, getting ready for the assault by Seleucid. Oh, nice hit there. It's just slave infantry, right? This wall, 95% now. Now, we had taken our cavalry back behind the settlement this way. We said, we don't think we can get quite to Carthage, but maybe we can get over into Rome or something. Now Rome's got some towers moving up. He's got to be quicker with them. Not quicker, but he needs to be quick with them because they are getting pretty damaged. Same thing with Seleucid here. So got the hillmen starting to land. Got the breach in the wall. So now Seleucid is going to be able to use the towers and the breach to get through. With the already, on top of that, that's going to be painful. Yeah, it looks like Carthage does know about, because I think that's what he's waiting for Seleucid to get done with his ammo so then he can reattach for it. This is a battle we did probably about a month ago, so... battles that I'm in, I do typically try to wait a little bit before I do them. I like to make it a little less fresh in my memory so that when I do it, it does like, oh yeah, man, look, yeah, I forgot about that, But look at the amount of jabbies he's going to be able to get into this. Oh, that artillery is going to be painful. Yeah, the hillman just getting shredded. 77 out of 160. He's just barely missing with that artillery. 139 out of 160. Oh, right through that Desert Legionary. Slave infantry at 70 kills. This one's at 30. This one's starting to die a little bit. They might have to send something in there soon. But honestly, the biggest worry at the moment is they don't have a... There we go. So Vlad is going to set up here in the breach. Yeah, just going up into the hillman, trying to finish them off. Then up this way, getting some good Javi and archer tosses into the Carthaginians. Pedro put his Galatian legionary onto that wall and started shooting down. Carthage is still watching. He still suspects the Cav of being over here, so he is still watching and waiting. But on this other side, I have got one of my cavalry units has left the forest, and it is coming into this forest here to scout it out. We do see a Roman legionary cavalry here. So my hope was, I believe, at this point, to get into this forest. Hopefully, Rome had not been paying attention to this side or to the mini-map, and maybe we could sneak it in there. But as you can see, Rome has seen it. He has got his legionary cavalry coming over to counter off my Desert Heavy Lancers. Now, what he doesn't know is that we do have 3 more units of cavalry hidden in the trees. Our whole point here was to try and draw out any cavalry that they have. So what we're going to try and do here is I'm pulling my cavalry back this way, and what we're going to do, we're going to take our cavalry and move it forward and see if we can't catch these 2 Roman cavalry units. And if we can catch them, then we can get rid of them. If we can get rid of them, it's going to give us a lot more room to play here. But unfortunately, once again, he saw it, and he is like, shit, I'm getting out of here. So he turns his cavalry around, and he's going to get the hell out of it. You know, unfortunately, we are not going to be quick enough or fast enough to get into his cav. So he's going to fall him back, which I think is the definite correct move here. Now we got Rome Syrian archers and Seleucid Syrian archers all up to the front. And they're going to get a really nice crossfire right into the defenses here. I think Seleucid probably could have done a little... He might have a little better shot if he had come over this way. You know, at this angle, he might have some better shots into the defense. Now the Seleucid ballista is starting to shoot into the back areas of Macesali here. It looks... I believe the Roman cavalry is hid in this forest now. So we can't see it at the moment. Galatia's taking his general. He's going to put him over in this forest. I've got my cavalry right here. The reason we did that is we didn't want them to cut us off from the gate. They cut us off from the gate. That is 2 generals that are stuck outside. So once again, you know, right now, we're not going in to fight because right now the fight is not a good fight for us. What we are doing, we're going to sit here and we're going to let Rome and Seleucid remember that, hey, don't forget, they've got cav outside. Don't forget, they've got cav outside. They will constantly be worrying about this side, checking, double-checking, making sure that our cavalry is either there or it isn't charging forward or getting around them or anything like that. So in some ways, a lot of times cavalry is just about the worry that you give the attackers. I tell people all the time, sallying out is not always about kills. It's nice to have kills, but it's not always about kills. Now the Nabatean Axe Warriors here against the Libyan Infantry. Got Galatian Legionaries going up against some Libyan Infantry. Mercenary Italian Swords versus Galatian Legionaries. Can't talk. Then Galatian Swords going up against some Mercenary Italian Swords here. Another Mercenary Italian Sword coming to back up coming to back up against the Galatians, because one of them is going to break 24 out of 160. But Pedro here has quite a bit left over. Still got stuff ready to move in. But Macedon here has got his his Thracian warriors moving up on their towers, while we got some mercenary Scutari and Samnite warriors from Carthage. And yeah, Carthage is really just moving quite a bit up. He's got some of his archers moving over this way to try and shoot into the sides and the backs of our defense. The Syrian archers from Seleucid are starting to get some good shots. Oh, the arty fire. There's a lot of good targets here for the artillery. Now, Galatia ended up just bringing his general in. We thought that was the right idea. No point in risking losing 2 generals out here. You know, especially with us not knowing if we're going in or not. He was hardcore microing on the other side because he's waist deep in the fight by now, and so it's going to be really hard for him to micro his cavalry while fighting on this side. Now my Nabatean Axe Warriors 155 out of 160. They've got up to 40 kills now. Kind of starting to surround one of the Libyan infantries. Now the Galatian Legionaries at 80 kills, 135 kills. Now, we got Thracian warriors are now up in the combat. 4 kills, 160 men left. Over here, big push from Seleucid. Thorax swords against Desert Legionaries. Got a veteran legionary from Rome already in. Thorax sword. So, yeah, Vlad at this point has kind of made his defense more here. And then they're kind of defending over this way. Rome and Seleucid are going to be they're going to be tough. Seleucid's a very good faction, and Rome obviously is pretty borderline OP, so a lot of archers over here. Got my archers trying to counter them off. And Nabatean heavies will do a decent job. Now, the issue at this point is they now get Seleucid and Rome's archers involved, so I am in a bad spot. I'm moving my archers out of that. Because right now, or, you know, previously, it was kind of just me against these guys, you know, so a 4v5. But now it's kind of like a 7 or like an 8 versus 4 or something, or a 9 versus 4 or something like that. So I need to get my archers out of there or I'm going to lose a lot. Got some more Axe Warriors in here trying to help Galatia hold the line. As I started moving some more stuff, Armored Desert Hoplites, or Nabatean Axe Warriors. Over here, I wasn't quite needed as much, so I was moving some of my units more into this side to assist with Carthage and Macedon. So honestly, in this battle, we have 8 very good factions all around going at it here, which was kind of fun. You don't get that a whole lot. You know, all of the factions in this battle right now are legit playable factions, so that is kind of fun. You know, it's kind of the heavy hitters all playing against each other. Jeez, man. Just these really, really good side shots from Seleucid. Get some good screenshots here. Jeez, just the slinger fire, plus the javies, plus the archers, just so much missile fire coming in. Now, my Desert Heavy Lancers have charged in on the Roman cavalry, caught him sleeping. You know, the cav was just kind of standing there, wasn't doing much. 52 out of 80, 27 out of 80, and he's still not helping. Neither is Seleucid. Seleucid is not getting in. I went into combat to tie this down because Kush is coming through. He's going to try and get his chariots and rip through these guys. So now he's got himself into the Roman cavalry, and he's got to keep him moving. Now he's getting into the Roman general. Seleucid is now getting in. He's got his Agema cav coming to help. Then his general is moving around to basically... He's basically going to move over this way so my cav couldn't go there. So we're pretty well engaged at this point. Got the Desert Chariots and the 2 Lancer units in combat. Royal Pelts has got some nice Javi volleys, though. Now, unfortunately, the Desert Chariots, they are broken. Didn't get too many kills there, unfortunately. Not as many as we wanted or needed. Avocati cohort was there to help him out. Royal Peltus are just javying the hell out of the chariot unit. Then I am pulling my Desert Heavy Lancers out of the combat. 65 out of 80 and 58 out of 80. My general is still around with 80. The Agema cav was going to pursue, looks like, but now he's stopped. It's probably a good idea. You don't want to over-pursue there. Just a massive push over here by Rome. Veteran legionaries, Chotel warriors here javying into them. Those veteran legionaries look awesome. But now we've got archers in from Rome. Got some Cretan archers from Macedon coming. Syrian archers from Seleucid. Over here, got a pretty much a stranglehold on Carthage at the moment, just holding him and not allowing him, you know, to get any further into the settlement. Trying to use my archers back in the back here to shoot into the Macedonian archers. They've got plenty of ammo left, these guys. You know, that one there has only 10 kills. He's got probably 75% ammo left. Oh, that was weird. Some weird lag there. I don't know why. Oh, look at the shots there. Getting really nice shots right across into the back there of the noble fighters from Carthage. So Carthage did end up having some. They must have been hidden from us. But that was a really good target. 140. We are just trying to get rid of it as fast as we possibly can. Scutari there as well. Kush is doing a good job here. His archers are getting spanked at the moment. Just superior archers on the other side, and, you know, more of them as well. So it doesn't really help. You know, it pretty much was a 2v4 at that point. Once again, just getting really nice shots with the archers over to the noble fighters. And they're already just doing a ton of damage. 64 kills already. This one at 97 kills. Probably want to get this guy in combat because he is just getting shredded because he's kind of back and exposed. Ooh, nice jabby toss there from the Samnite warriors. Tossed right into some Galatian legionaries. Noble fighters now up to 99 kills. Got some Royal Peltis now starting to get up on the towers. Once again, we did not want to give them any more than this spot right there. Over here, we kind of had to give them a little more breathing room. Unfortunately, you know, that Roman infantry just pushed us off. Now you got Desert Heavy Lancers into the the Carthage or the Seleucid Cavalry. Got a nice charge in them. They're up to 78 kills, but it looks like we are going to lose them. Kind of wish I had sent more of my cavalry in there, to be honest with you. So I am at this point just taking my last 2 units of cavalry into the settlement. Don't feel there's any opportunities at the moment, so we're just going to come back in here and see if we can hold on to it for a little while. Now over here we got the veteran legionaries getting in against the desert cohorts from Macedon. 83 kills, 11 kills. This is a pretty fresh unit, but already taking 15 damage. I mean, just in that statement, you know, he's up to 13 kills on it. Royal Peltis here from Macedon, 121 kills, but getting shredded by the Numidian skirmishers from the back here. Rome is kind of getting into Kush over here. Kush's Shotel warriors trying to hold on to it as long as possible. The Evocati Corps, it's at 108 kills. And we got another Evocati going up against some more Shotels and Kushite slaves. All right, Kush is falling some units back, taking some Shotel warriors back this way. Brought my Cav back to the center. Still got the Kushite Royal Guard Gen. The Skirmisher Cav is out there, got 13 kills. Bring in some of the leftover troops I have from the center. Gonna bring them in around this way. Also have the Numidian Noble Infantry for Macedon. I'm actually starting to move more and more stuff back to the other side because Galatia at this point pretty much has this handled. Carthage is... I mean, really, Carthage doesn't have much infantry left. There's a lot of stuff out here, but majority of it is archers and cavalry. So really all he's got to deal with at this point is just Royal Peltis on both sides, and they're both very, very hurt. So 91 kills on this one and 26 on that one. I believe this one got shredded by archers. All right, Nabatean Axe Warrior and two of them, looks like, going against the Evocati cohort here. Then the Armored Desert Hoplites, I was going to come in and go here, but I kind of held off a little bit because we were kind of discussing at this point the possibility of falling back, so I wasn't sure if there would really be a point in going into that or not. I've got my archers starting to shoot into the Roman archers, which they do have a little bit of ammo left. Yeah, just taking my Armored Desert Hoplite and bringing them back. Over here, the Evocati cohort is losing 78 men. A lot of kills, 123 is pretty solid. Axe Warriors at 40 and 14, but that one's pretty fresh. Now he's going to take these two units here, and he's going to come in and finish this off. Looks like he might take one of them and come here instead. Yeah, I think this is the point where we're like, okay, call it off, let's go, get out of there. So we're going to get these units out since we basically still have the opportunity to. Still have archers, still got some Axe Warriors, Armored Desert Hoplites. Some noble swords over this way, and Galatia still has a solid amount left as well. Now Kush has still got Shotel warriors over this way, some Shotel warriors and archers, armored Shotels, and more archers. Macedon, it's got some royal shield bearers, thorax swords, Evocati for Rome, Evocati and veteran legionaries. A lot of thorax swords and stuff. Yeah, so Seleucia did know, Carthage did know. Carthage has got his artillery crew onto the Seleucid ballista. Now I brought my Cav all the way on the other side. Actually didn't just take him in the middle, I took him out the other gate and all the way around to the other side here. Got the horse skirmishers here as well. Now, an opportunity that we saw actually came right here in the gate. Seleucid archers sitting right there. The gate was open, and we went right through the gate. And I went right through the gate, and I'm going to get into some of these Seleucid archers. Sacrifice this Cav unit to get into those. But also, pretty much the exact same time, I'm going to take my Nabatean Noble Cav and bring him back. We sent some cheap units there, too, as they were, caught up with the Desert Heavy Lancers. We were going to try and see if we couldn't get into and maybe finish the archers in the process. Okay, we got the Armored Desert Hoplites there in the center holding that. Over here we've got Armored Shotel Warriors and Kushite Archers. Now the Royal Peltis from Macedon are taking some pot shots at the Armored Shotels. No kills just yet. Desert Heavy Lancer up to 101 kills. We got one archer unit, but I don't think we're going to get the other one here. It's kind of an awkward angle. We can't quite, get to the unit itself. To be honest, it's probably out of ammo anyways, but the Skirmisher Cav is coming over this way. I think he's going to try and get some shots in on the Agema Cavalry. The Agema Cav don't have shields, so you might be able to get some good jabby tosses. Looks like he killed a couple there. Actually, looks like you got a good shot out of that. Wow. All right, Macedon is pushing Royal Peltis, 2 Royal Peltis going right in. Galatian swords and armored Chotels holding. We've got a Galatian legionary holding against this sneaky little bunny path coming up this way. It's like the goat path from Thermopylae. Got an archer back here. I wonder if it's out of ammo. Yep, looks like it. I'm bringing my general back through the back gate again. Got a lot of infantry, Nabatean axe warriors, a couple noble swords. I'm not a huge fan of noble swords. Really, the only reason I bring them, or at least just the 2 of them, is basically just because Nabatean axe warriors do not have the greatest base morale. So having the noble swords there just gives them that inspiration, helps with the morale a tiny bit. But they don't get javelins. They're a little overpriced, I think. So I typically do not bring very many. I don't usually bring more than 2. Galatia's got his horse skirmishers hidden back in the back there, hidden in the trees. Oh, nice shots there from Macedon. Shooting into the sides here, the Galatian swords. Now on the other side, Kush is getting shots in on the Royal Peltist at the same time. Kush has got a decent amount over this way. He's got his gen and these 2 Shotel warriors. I've got Armored Desert Hoplites, Rakim Palace Guard, Noble Swords. Moved to Noble Sword. Where did I? Right up here. Then I've got some Axe Warriors. I've got Archers with some ammo left. At the moment, I would say that the balance of power is slightly in favor of us, the defenders, but definitely nowhere out of, out of the question of the attackers being able to pull it off. That's for sure. Now Rome is starting to push. He's going to get into the Armored Deserts here. Armored Desert Hoplites. Or I guess he's going to wait. He's probably just going to use his Javies. Evocatian Veteran Legionary. I thought he was, but I guess not. Figured standing there that close that'd be what he would be trying for. Ooh. Big. A lot of stuff breaking in this spot. Galatian Legionaries breaking. Just my Noble Sword here. Royal Peltis, Thorax Sword. Royal Peltis, then a Shield Bearer Gen. Another Thorax Sword there. Got Armored Desert Hoplite gonna come help out the Noble Sword. Love the shields. Pulling the Noble Swords out of that, letting the Armored Desert Hoplites kind of take the brunt of it. Now we started pushing a little bit out on this side. Kush, as you can see, and then myself have got a couple different units that have moved over here. My Gen is kind of resting up a little bit. He got really tired from all that running around outside. The Armored Desert Hoplites are just kind of holding on. Still really good shots coming from the attackers. Seleucid's got a good angle on the side of these hoplites here. Now the Shield Bearer Gen coming into combat. Kind of caught up between the hoplites and the Galatian legionaries there. Gosh, I cannot talk today. Armored Shotels are going to go in and try and cut through those shield bearers. Then over here we went and engaged. Got Armored Shotel Warrior and a Shotel Warrior coming in on this side. Gonna get in on the Carthaginians and the Romans. Nice jabby tosses. Nabatean Axe Warrior over to help him out. The Armored Shotels should do pretty well there. And the Axe Warriors should help kind of clean up that. Also have Kushite Royal Guard. Got another Axe Warrior. Got the Galatian Noble Horse and Nabatean Noble Cavalry coming all over this. We got a big push from us as the defenders coming on this side. We want to bust through this and kind of get through here and get over into this, because they have a lot of stuff engaged up here, but a lot of their back lines are very, very exposed. Now, we need to do it before they start committing all this cavalry, because the attackers do have quite a bit. They've got 2 Agema Cav, 2 Carthaginians, so they might be able to do enough to stop us. Front side, we've got Royal Peltists and Thorax Swords engaged against the Armored Hoplites and the Galatian Legionaries. Galatian Legionaries at 227. Hoplites aren't really even in combat at the moment. Rakim Palace Guard going in to help hold this spot against the Shield Bearers and Royal Peltists. Over here, got the Axe Warriors, took them on the wall. They're getting charged by the Carthaginian cavalry, and now some empty Cretan archers. Armored Chotel Warriors at 81 kills. They're only down to 136 now. Veteran Legionaries are gonna break. Evocati's only at 48 men. Masacely Gen has gotten into combat now as well. And Macedon is actually going to pull off his shield bearer general. They are sending a lot of stuff over here. We've got more Evocati, more cavalry, all sorts of stuff coming over. Carthaginian Cav here is doing pretty well. 16 kills, 57 men left. Now he's going to try and get out of it. Nabatean Axe Warriors at 80 kills. 122 on the Armored Shotels, just chewing right through these Evocati cohort. Got another Evocati, though, at 110, 109. Now the Macedonian General, the Shield Bearer, are going to come over and help kind of put a plug here. But as they moved back, we moved in. We started pushing down the mountain into the leftover unit, so Macedon has had to turn his general around to once again help plug a gap. Armored Shotels at 150 kills. Up top here, Galatian Legionaries just broke, so it's basically just down to the Armored Desert Hoplite in the center. We just still have some units. Got Noble Swords, Axe Warriors, got the Rakim Palace Guard, some archer units that we can use. Got a Galatian Legionary that needs to turn. Yeah, there we go. He's turning around. Axe Warrior going to come down and assist at the bottom of the hill. The Shield Bearer is just kind of running between both sides, trying to stop each side from breaking through. The Armored Shotels are kind of exposed. 173 kills. They are really eating up the Shield Bearers, but they are getting charged by Agema Cavalry. But he does have more Shotels coming in to assist, trying to come help out. The Noble Horse Gen from Galatia is also doing some cycle charging. The Skirmisher Cavalry has come in, as well as the Kushite Royal Guard. And my cavalry has all come in on... They all came outside, and they're all coming in through the breach here. But my cav is the one that gets surrounded. My cav comes in and pins down a couple of theirs and gets surrounded. Their cav can't get in, and so my general just gets crushed. Look at this, 57 out of 80. He's trying to get as many kills as he can. Poor guy. They were supposed to help him out, and they are not doing very good at it. The Agema Cav at 72 kills. Just, cycle charging into the Shotels and the Armored Shotels. Shield Bearers here at 51. They've got 62 kills. Galatians are now pushing down the goat path into the back lines of Seleucid, some of the Thorax Swords. We adjusted our defense. We came out into a box here, or a three-sided box, whatever you want to call it. Basically, just because of Seleucid's levy pikemen, we had to kind of open them up into a spot that we could get them. But we are going to try and pursue. We're coming out because he turned his pikes to come back into the Galatian Legionaries, so we decided we're going to push out and try and get into them while they're exposed. As you can see, the balance of power is really pushing into our favor. Over on this side, the final scraps of the attackers are starting to waver and starting to deteriorate. The Gema Cav Gen for Seleucid is coming around. Looks like he's going to try and get some charges in. Can Galatia turn his Gen into him? "95 kills on the Seleucid General there. Shelltail Warriors just took a pretty solid hit, 9 kills on him. Now he's up to 100 on him. The skirmishers are up to 81. My general is dead, of course it is. What happens when your allies don't back you up. Now the Kushite Royal Guard is going to come in and get in on the Carthaginian general. He's going to be completely surrounded. Carthage's archers are trying to turn around and shoot into this mass over here. But as you can see, we have pretty much pushed fully out of the point. Axe Warrior is going to get into the Evocatis, and that means that they will also be able to get in and surround. Got a Galatian Legionary holding off a Royal Peltis, 95 out of 160. Legionary is only at 25, so he's gonna die soon. Noble Horse getting into Carthage's archers now, 93 kills. The archers, 28, 72, and 108. The Gema Cav Gen for Seleucid is just causing a hassle, man. 117 kills on him, but he looks like he's going to break. Maybe the Levy Freeman for Galatia is going to help finish him off. That 25 bonus versus large really helps. A lot of breaking here. Army losses kicking in. I think it's safe to say that that is going to be GG for the defenders. So let's go ahead and fast forward to the end here. All right, let's go look at some kills. All right, so got myself at 1,544 kills. Got 108 on one cav, 78 on the other. My archers with 157, 110, 99. Axe Warriors 117, 118, 139, 107, 106. Noble Swords with 41. This one still never really got into combat. Then the Armored Desert Hoplites with 97. Then Pedro with 2,944 kills. 139 on the Gen, 83 on a Skirmisher, 162 and 120 on the Syrians. His Galatian Legionaries 251, 262, 351, 173, 211, really nicely done there. 131, 128, 134 with his Galatian swords. Then Russian Eagle with 1,830, got 116 on the Gen, 129, 126, 108 on the Skirmishers. His infantry cohorts with 168, 114, 210 on the Legionaries, 113, 132. So pretty well done there. Then Not So Royal with 2,037, 42 on the Gen, 123, 144, 181 on the Archers, 263 on the Showtail Warrior, 211 on the other one. His Showtails 118, 145, 178. And then the Kushite Slaves didn't get a ton of kills. Now for the attackers, Viking Doomer with 1,520. He has 93 and 133 on the Archers. 51, 45 on the Thracian Warriors. 266, 134, 121 on the Royal Peltis. And then 186 and 153 on the Thorax. Went very heavy on the elites here. Now saturate as Seleucid with 2,474 kills. Got 121 and 93 on his Cavalry, 160 on the Ballista, 198, 202, 167, and 170 on the Archers. Really nicely done there. His Royal Peltis with 160 and 123. His Thorax Swords, 187, 170, 180. Mexi with 2,343 kills. His Cavalry, not a whole lot there. His Archers with 180 is the best there. His Evocatis, 189, 164, 146, and 140 or 155. Then the Veteran Legionaries, 181, 176, 242, 225. And finally, the B-Man with 1,660 kills. His Carthaginian Cav with 74. His Slingers 109, 167 on the Cretan. His Scutari with 126. His Nobles 203, 160, and 141 on the Sam Knights. So that is going to be it for this one. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for this. A super fun one. We had a lot of fun with this battle, just me and a bunch of the guys getting together, having a good battle, and hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscriber button, and please leave a comment down in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and we hope to see you guys next time.